Good evening. Yesterday was an important day. Emerging markets are bleeding, and India has been no exception, and the market has been continuously falling. Even as I speak today, the market has opened negative here today. We are down minus 40 points as I record this. The forex reserves have come down by $700 million, but not a great cause of worry given our huge reserves and surpluses. But what is be a big cause of concern is the inflation that is raging across the world, including India. Inflation is definitely a global phenomenon, but there is a distinction between inflation in India and inflation anywhere else in the world. The rest of the world stimulated their economy by transferring money to the middle class and to the poor, whereas in our case, our inflation is driven only by liquidity. The poor and the middle class still suffer. But yesterday was an important day where Joe Biden decided to opt for continuity rather than shock the market. He decided that he would renominate Jerome Powell for another 4-year term in the chair of the Federal Reserve. So, we are going to have Jerome Powell as the Federal Reserve Governor for another 4-year term. So far, Jerome Powell has been very sanguine. He is believed that inflation is transitionary. But all the pillars he talked about have been dismantled, and inflation is no more transitionary. Even if it is transitionary, it seems to be entrenched. And it cannot be no more explained by supply level shortages. He has already moved in the beginning of November by saying he will taper the bond buying program slowly, and by the middle of this next year, the bond buying program will be completely over. But we do not think that he will have an easy and a smooth ride because inflation is peaking across the world. Even in America, inflation has reached a 30-year high. If inflation does not start to tame down quickly, then people will be demanding higher wages. When people start expecting higher wages, then it means inflationary expectations are rising. This means that rather than later, the Fed has to increase the pace of tapering and start a liftoff of interest rates. While Jerome Powell has been saying that the interest rates will go up only in 2023, it looks very clear that there will be at least one, if not two, interest rate rises in America in the year 2022. This means that Jerome Powell is going to have a more difficult time as the Federal Reserve Chief in his second term. Why is Jerome Powell not in favor of increasing interest rates immediately? There are two reasons to it. One, he does not want to create a situation where the recovery is affected and we go through a short and a painful recession. Second, the Fed itself has bought 41% of the total bonds issued by the US Treasury. This means US and the rest of the world are highly indented. Any interest rate increase would mean balancing the budget will become more difficult because even a 0.25 interest rate rise means the Treasury has to pay a lot more in interest. Therefore, globally, no government anywhere in the world can afford higher interest rates because if the interest rates go up, then the governments could be broke. Therefore, he has to do a tight balancing act by keeping the US government solvent and at the same time keep inflation under control. This seems to be an extremely difficult task the way inflationary expectations are moving. In fact, even at higher salaries in United States, they are not able to find workers. India has been relatively protected because it has huge forex reserves, and a sell off in China has meant that the excess foreign money has flowed into India. But a look at our neighbors, both Sri Lanka and Pakistan, shows the extent of pressures that the emerging economies are facing. Both in Sri Lanka and Pakistan, their currencies, the Sri Lankan rupee and the Pakistani rupee, respectively, have declined sharply, and vis-a-vis the Indian rupee, vis-a-vis the US dollar, and any currency. This has meant Inflation both in Sri Lanka and Pakistan are near double digits. They have been forced to increase interest rates several times to make sure there is no outward flow of money. In fact, the Pakistani central bank governor in recently has said that if tapering is done too quickly, emerging economies will be badly hurt and Pakistan will face further pressure. A case in point being Turkey, where inflation is running very high and the lira has been devalued several times. But the president, in his own economic mind, wants lower interest rates. He has fired the central bank governor. If rates are kept low in Turkey, inflation will go up further and the lira is expected to weaken further. This is the neighborhood which Jerome Powell has to deal with. It is not only the emerging economies that are facing inflationary pressure. UK has the highest inflation in Europe and the pound has strengthened against both the euro and the dollar in an anticipation of higher interest rates. New Zealand, which was least affected by COVID and hence did not have major disruption to its labor market, is running way ahead of the central bank's inflation target and its employment targets are met. New Zealand has an unemployment rate of only 3.4. The New Zealand central bank has already tightened once. It is now expected that a second rate hike will come, pushing rates from 0.5 to 1% according to many, but at least to 0.75. This means that the whole world will be watching next United Kingdom, the Bank of England to raise rates. We are in for interesting times. Thank you for watching. Be rich. It's a great privilege and honor that so many of you in thousands have subscribed to my channel and have supported me. I have written 2 books in English, The Alchemy of Money and Ordinary Stocks, Extraordinary Profits. These books are published by us and are ready. If you want to procure a copy, send us a message to the WhatsApp number given below and my team would respond to you. If you want an Amazon Kindle copy, you can click the link below. Finally, those who wish to consult with me can send a mail to berichenglish@gmail.com. Once again, I thank you for your support. If you like this video, press the subscribe button of my channel, hit the like button and turn on the bell notification. नमस्कार, मेरा नाम आनंद श्रीनिवासन है और मैं एक पर्सनल फाइनेंस कंसल्टेंट हूँ। मैं 2 यूट्यूब चैनल चलाता हूँ पर्सनल फाइनेंस के बारे में। एक मनी पेज तमिल में है। मेरे बहुत से दोस्त बोले कि मैं हिंदी में एक चैनल शुरू करूं, तो मैंने एक पैसा बोलता है नाम का एक हिंदी चैनल शुरू किया है। मैं पर्सनल निवेश के बारे में ही बात करूंगा। आप उसको सब्सक्राइब करें, अपने दोस्तों को शेयर करें। अगर आप हिंदी नहीं जानते हैं तो पैसा करें। जो आपके दोस्त हिंदी जानते हैं उनको सब्सक्राइब करने के लिए आग्रह करें। धन्यवाद, नमस्कार।